Welcome. Greetings, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening. My name is Professor Peter Miskell. I'm one of the Pro-Vice-Chancellors at the University of Reading, and it's my job to offer you a very warm welcome to the university campus and to introduce today's speaker. And I'm delighted to welcome you today to our annual Children's Spring Lecture, Slithering Secrets, the Amazing World of Snakes. And today's lecture will be given by our very own Sakthi Vaiyapuri, who is a professor in cardiovascular and venom pharmacology in the School of Pharmacy. Let me say that again. Professor of cardiovascular and venom pharmacology. Now, if you didn't know that such a job existed, you do now. And it probably won't surprise you to learn that Sakthi knows an awful lot about snakes. And he is going to be sharing some of his knowledge and some of his passion for this subject with you this afternoon. And in particular, I think, to help all of us to understand a bit more about how we can live in harmony with these amazing creatures, and also, importantly, what you should do if you find yourself getting bitten. Just before we begin, I'll just point out there's a camera at the back of the room. We are not going to be recording anyone in the audience today, but we will be recording the lecture. So if you want to catch up on YouTube later on, then that will be available to you as well. But I think it just leaves me now to introduce, and without further ado, to encourage us all to give Professor Sakthi Vaiyapuri a very warm welcome to the stage.
Oh, thank you. Is there any snake here? Did anyone bring snake inside? Okay, definitely there's no snake here, okay? So thank you so much for coming over. You got a snake? Have you? Is it in your pocket? No. Yeah? We got some snakes here, okay? Later on we will grab them. So thank you so much for coming over here. So I will be asking a lot of questions today for all the children, not for the adults, okay? You got two cards in front of you. Okay, most of them are yes or no type questions. So if you think your answer is yes, you show the yellow card. And if you think your answer is no, you can show red card, but not both together, okay? We're not. Right, are you all excited to learn something about snakes? Yeah, very good, children. Amazing. So now a tricky question. How many of you have seen snakes before today? Oh, a lot of yellow cards. That's beautiful. Excellent. Now, next question. How many of you love snakes? Okay. How many of you hate snakes? There's some, okay? I also hate snake, okay? But I love working with the snake bites and venoms, okay? So did you all know 2025 is the year of the snake according to the lunar calendar? There's some. Do you know what does it mean? Can someone tell me what does it mean, year of the snake? Okay, according to the Chinese zodiac, snakes represent wisdom and courage, and they are considered eternal protectors of humans, okay? So even though we are already in April, on behalf of the University of Reading, I wish you all very happy and successful New Year, okay? So let's begin. As you can imagine, you've seen some snake images already. Due to the nature of this lecture on snakes, I have to show some images and videos about snakes. I hope you're all okay with that. Is that right? If you don't feel comfortable, please let us know and we can do something about it, okay? So let's start with a cool video about snakes. Can we? Yes. Let's see.
In the world of snakes, beauty unfolds in vibrant hues. Their elegance is mesmerizing. Snakes live in a world shrouded in mystery and fear. But their grace and incredible capabilities make them nature's enchanting masterpieces.
Right, welcome to the amazing world of snakes. Do you think snakes are amazing? Amazing, lovely kids. So now you're going to tell me, why do you think snakes are amazing? Some answers quickly, yes?
Because I like how they twist and turn.
Yes, that's exciting, isn't it? Twisting and dance. Okay, next, yes?
I find it really fascinating that some of them can.
Absolutely fascinating. Just one more answer.
I like how they
Whoosh! Yes, yes, there. Okay, I'll come back to others later. There are thousands of reasons to explain why snakes are really amazing. Okay, I'm going to talk about just a few key points. First thing, snakes came to this world nearly 300 million years before. Okay, so they are our ancestors. Okay, we came only recently and they came 300 million years before. There are two major types of snakes. One classes are called venomous snakes. They produce venom. We produce saliva to digest our food. Similarly, they produce venom to catch their prey and digest them. And most of the snakes are non-venomous snakes. Many people across the world treat snakes as gods. And they do special prayers or pujas, a lot of other things for snakes. But some people treat snakes as devils and misfortune. Okay? And within venomous snakes, most of the snakes will bite and inject their venom into the body of prey or humans when they bite us. But some snakes can specially spray the venom on our eyes. They are spitting cobras. Most of the snakes live in land. But some snakes amazingly can live in the water. It could be fresh water or seawater. Okay? And the snakes are acting as a fantastic models to study about the reptile system. You know, how their body is functioning, how their muscles are moving, and the skeleton, all those other things. Many people are really scared of snakes, like me, okay? I'm really scared of snakes. But several people, as you've seen outside, they are passionate about snakes, isn't it? How many of you are passionate about snakes? Wow, that's incredible. Thank you. And then, many snakes, they got a special characters to camouflage. Wherever they live, they will try to hide somewhere. And it's really difficult to spot them, so they can beautifully camouflage. But some of them are really colorful, like a rainbow boa. Okay, very beautiful. You can easily spot them. Most snakes will lay the eggs outside and hatch them. That's how they produce their babies. But some of them will hatch the eggs inside the body and then try to give their live young ones. And some snakes are really short, as you've seen outside. Some of them are really massive. They are really long snakes. Okay? And most importantly, snakes produce powerful venoms. Even though venoms are deadly as a whole, if we do research on venoms, we can develop medicines using venoms for most of the human diseases. Now, do you agree snakes are amazing? Yes, fantastic, very good. Where do you think snakes are living? Yes, here.
A lot of them live in slightly warmer climates, but some of them live in slightly colder climates.
That's true.
Most of them live in like tropical forests.
Yes, most of them are living in tropical countries, yes.
Every continent except Antarctica.
Oh my God, you should be giving the lecture. Do you want to give the lecture? That's absolutely correct. You can find the snakes in almost in all the continent except Antarctica because that's far too cold, okay? Mostly you will see snakes in tropical countries like India or most of the South Asia and Africa and South America. You will see a lot of snakes in the America as well. Okay, now, where can you spot snakes in the UK? Yeah, another one, yeah, here. Yes, zoos and wildlife parks. Where can you see outdoors? Yes? Zoos. Anybody else? Go on. In the New Forest. Very good. Now, who can identify the snake? Yes, tell me.
In the wild.
Okay, this snake, what is it? It's an adder. Very good. Okay, this is an European adder. In the UK, we got 3 major snakes. The main one, European adder, that's the only venomous snake we have in the country. We do have a grass snake and a slowworm. They are non-venomous, okay? So here, around Berkshire, you can spot snakes in several places. So far, I haven't spotted anything. But in West Berkshire, around Newbury and around Basingstoke, people are spotting snakes, particularly in Greenham Common and Snelsmore Common. And then Henley on Thames as well. Sometimes people are spotting snakes there. And then in Devon and Wales, around in beaches, now the summer is starting, these snakes will try to come out. Okay? Now, we are going to watch a simple video to find out in what sort of habitat snakes will live. Are you ready to watch a video? Yes, amazing.
They thrive in all kinds of habitats, from rainforests to deserts, from mountains to oceans. But they have also learned to live next to us, quietly in corners without our knowledge.
Okay, so they can live next to us in tropical countries, not in the UK, okay? Unless you go in wild, you're not going to spot them here. Now, what do snakes look like? Some new people, yes, you can. Slimy. Stripy, okay? Next one, yes? Scaly and long, that's cute. I'll come to the next question, okay? Scaly and long. Now, how many of you would like to watch a video about snake scales? Everyone, let's watch it.
Scales give snakes their character. Scales are made up of keratin, the same material that makes up human hair and nails. The various colors, shapes, and placement of these scales gives every snake species a unique visual identity.
Okay, so the scales are made up of keratin. That's what is making our nail and the hair, okay? That's what is giving a character and the colors for the snakes. Okay, now I'm going to ask some answers from the back, okay? What is the longest snake in the world? Yes. Wow, you got the answer. Anybody else? Yes. Reticulated python, very good. Another one. What, python? Yes, I'll come to you in a minute, yeah? Okay, so the longest snake in the world is reticulated python, okay? How many meters do you think that will be approximately? Yes, here.
25.
25 meters or feet? Eh?
Oh, wait, sorry. 2.
2 meters.
Yeah.
They are, I did measure this in the lecture theatre before, okay? Okay, I'll come to you in a minute. So reticulated python can grow up to around 10 meters. That will start from this end of the bench all the way up to that window, okay? Around 30 feet. Now you can imagine in front of you how it will look like. Then the second ones are anaconda, okay? They can grow up to around 7 or 8 meters or up to around 24 feet. That will be from this end of the desk to this end of the desk. Then the last one will be king cobra. They can grow to around 6 meters or 18 feet. So that will be from that end and up to around here. Okay? So they are really, really massive snakes. You can see a reticulated python here and a king cobra here. What will be the weight of these snakes? What is the highest weight of the snake? New faces, someone? Yes? Sorry? 1 gram. How many grams? Over 1 gram. Oh, sorry. It's my fault. Okay, anybody else? Yes?
I want to know, are they poisonous?
Oh, very good question. So this one is not venomous. For snakes, we don't call them poisonous. Okay? I can explain that later on if you want. They are called venomous. This one is not venomous, but this one is definitely venomous. King cobra. Okay? It can kill an elephant with a single bite. Okay, the weight of the snake. Anybody else? Yes.
300
300
kilograms.
kilograms. That's nearly right. So the green anaconda can grow up to around 250 to 300 kilograms. They are massive snakes. Okay. What is the smallest snake in the world? I'm looking for new faces. Okay, slow worm. Anybody else? Yes? Huh? Blind snake. Okay. So that's a Barbados thread snake. Okay. They are only around 10 centimeter or 3 to 4 inches. Their weight will be only like a few grams. Okay, it will start with 0.5 gram and it can go up to a few grams. Okay. Next, when are snakes active? Are they active like us in daytime or in nighttime? You can show the card. Daytime, how many of you think daytime? How many of you think nighttime? Okay. So they are active both in day and night based on the type of the snake. Okay. So you can see this snake. Can anyone spot this snake? What is it? Anyone? Yeah? No. Yes?
Black mamba.
No, black mamba is much bigger than this. This is called a kite.
And it can move 5 meters per second.
This one is kite, okay? This snake will come out only in the night, okay? Particularly in tropical countries, if people are sleeping on the floor, these snakes will really nicely come to the house and sleep next to us. And if any roll around, they can bite. The good thing is, these bites are very painless. You won't feel the pain at all, but it can kill people, okay? So we have to be careful. Okay, next. What do snakes eat? How many of you think snakes are vegetarian? No one thinks it's, oh yeah. No, yes. That's yellow card, right? You cheeky boy. Right. How many of you think snakes are vegan? No. Some yellow cards I can see. How many of you think snakes are non-vegetarian? Oh, yes. Snakes are strictly non-vegetarian. They can eat only meat or animals, okay? Most of the time they will try to eat small birds and rodents like mice and rats. But you know, some snakes, they are special. They can eat only other snakes, okay? The best examples are king cobra and king snakes. They can eat mainly other snakes. That's why they are called kings, okay? Now, can snakes enjoy the heat? How many of you think right? Enjoy summer very hot, 40 degrees Celsius. Okay, nice. How many of you think they can enjoy freezing weather, cold weather? Still some yellow cards. They cannot enjoy both, okay? So we as humans, we got warm-blooded, okay? We are warm-blooded animals. We can adapt to the temperature based on the outside temperature. But snakes cannot. They cannot sweat, so they cannot adapt to the temperature. So when it's too hot, they will try to hide somewhere in like shade or in burrows. When it's too cold, again they will try to move to warm places. They are strictly cold-blooded animals. Okay, now I'm going to ask you a tricky question. How do snakes move? How many of you think snakes got legs? There's one. Another one here. Oh. Okay. How many of you think snakes don't have legs? That's amazing. So how do they move? Tell me. Yes.
They slither.
They slither, yes. Really scary slithering using their scales, isn't it? Okay. Any other movement? Yes?
Some snakes that live in the desert, they are called sidewinders.
Wow. I'm telling you again, you need to give the lecture, okay? You know everything about snakes. Yes, let's see. Most snakes will use S-curve movement that's simply like a dancing like this. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, the best example is like a cobra, okay? Some snakes hate dancing, so they'll just go like this in a straight line. For example, rat snakes, okay? Some snakes, have you heard about concertina movement? Yeah? Some snakes will be like climbing a tree. Like when we climb a tree, we will hold the tree, put our head, and then pull the body, right? That's exactly what they will do. They will try to put the head somewhere, anchor it, and then pull the entire body, and then straighten, and then keep moving. For example, python and boas, they will use this type of movement. It will help moving their heavy body, okay? And side winding. A professor here answered about side winding. Particularly desert snakes, they will dance at the same time, they will go on across. So that it's a hot weather, so they can migrate across the desert very quickly. How many of you think snakes can fly? Ooh. Few yellows, many reds. Okay? Yes, some snakes, for example, ornate flying snake can glide. They don't fly, they can glide. So they can easily glide from one tree to another tree. Okay? Some snakes, particularly sea snakes, can beautifully swim. Okay? They got a flattened tail, therefore they can beautifully swim. Are you ready to watch a video about the snake movement? How they move their body. Let's see, watch this.
Even though snakes have no limbs, their movement capability is extraordinary. The underbelly scales form minute hinges which help grip the surface. Their unique musculature creates enough force to help them move across any surface or terrain. They can even climb on vertical walls, something very few other animals can do. Snakes are excellent swimmers. They use a graceful S-shaped movement which propels them forward. Snakes have a very long and extended lung that runs almost the entire length of their body. When swimming, they inflate the lung, which provides additional buoyancy. One group has mastered swimming and used it to conquer the oceans. Sea snakes spend most of their life underwater. They have evolved flattened tails, which gives them excellent propulsion. The most spectacular of snake movements is seen in flying snakes. These snakes don't really fly, but can glide. To do that, they flatten their bodies, creating more wind resistance, just like a parachute. They are so efficient that some snakes can glide up to 30 meters.
Right, did you enjoy that? So they can beautifully glide, isn't it? I think we need to slim our body and try to glide from one tree to another, yeah? Okay, desert snakes, side winding. Let's watch this simple video. This is how the side winding will happen. They will try to use the S-curve dancing and also in the sideways, okay? How do snakes see things? Do they have eyes? Really? How many of you think they have eyes? I know, I showed you so many videos and you've seen the live snakes, yes? Okay, do you know how many different types of eyes they have? Yes?
Some snakes do it, but they mostly use their hearing sense to see where they go.
Ooh, hearing sense. We'll come to hearing sense in a minute. Okay, what type of eyes they have? Huh? Okay. Okay, can we watch a video about their eyes so you can understand what different types of eyes they have? Yes, ready. Let's watch this.
One of the most striking features is the diversity in pupil shapes among different snake species. Some snakes have circular pupils. These are usually diurnal species, those that hunt during the daytime. Many snakes have vertical pupils. They're usually nocturnal hunters. Vertical pupils also help in judging depth by producing a contrast of sharply focused and blurry images. When combined, they help the animal judge distance. One of the most advanced forms of binocular vision is seen in vine snakes. unlike many other snakes with eyes positioned on the sides. The green vine snake possesses forward-facing eyes, just like in humans. This provides a degree of overlap in the visual field of each eye. This overlap creates a stereoscopic effect, allowing the snake to accurately gauge the distance and view the world with the depth of 3D vision. Binocular vision is particularly beneficial for accurately striking at prey.
Yes, they have so many different types of eyes, isn't it? Ooh, they are helping for them to catch their prey. Do you think snakes got super senses? Yes. Go on. What super senses they have?
They can use their tongue to taste the air.
Oh my goodness. They can taste the air? Did you know that?
Yes.
Wow. Any other super senses? Yes.
They use their super hearing sense to see and try and catch their prey.
Excellent. Yeah. Anything else? Yes. You?
They use their tongues to smell.
Okay, so let's go through. I'll come to you in a minute. Some snakes got a special capacity to sense the heat around them. They are called like a pit vipers, for example. Okay, they have a small organ here. It's like a hole next to the nostrils. This hole's got special chemicals, and these chemicals can sense the temperature around them. So they can easily spot if there's a prey moving across or enemies moving across. Okay. So we talked about snakes hearing. Do snakes have ears? Like us? Do they have ears? No, no, no. Some yes. Yeah, they don't have ears, unfortunately, poor snakes. You know, how can they hear things? They can use their jawbones to hear or sense the vibrations around them. Okay? And already we talked about the smelling power. They have this special forked tongue, and that will be keep flickering outside to sense the environment and see what's going on. So that's how they will smell. So how many of you would like to watch a video about these pits? Me! Yes. Let's see what this video is telling us about the pits.
Some snakes have evolved the remarkable ability to sense heat, allowing them to view the world from a distinctly different perspective. They have pit organs which are heat sensitive. Working like thermal goggles, they help snakes see heat in total darkness, which gives them an edge during nighttime hunts.
That's really special, isn't it? My God, we need those pits so we can sense everything outside. Right, so how do snakes sense sound vibrations? Can we watch a short video? Yeah, let's see. Oh, what's going on?
Snakes don't have ears, but they can feel vibrations. Their jawbones can pick up ground vibrations and transmit them to the inner ear, helping them sense the presence of potential prey and also imminent threats. This remarkable capability aids them in effectively avoiding dangers while navigating their environment.
That's really brilliant, isn't it? Using the bones to sense the vibrations around them. That's fantastic. Can we watch a video about the forked tongue, smelling power? Yes, let's see.
Scent trails left by animals on the ground and in the air serve as a roadmap for snakes. Snakes pick scent by flicking their tongues. This is transferred to the Jacobson's organ, which helps them to skillfully detect their prey and follow them along these trails.
God, they do have a lot of super senses, isn't it? It's really amazing. Okay, how do snakes hunt their prey? Someone in the back? Yes? You.
They hide behind their prey and they strike really fast.
Okay.
And they, some of them
Okay, that's interesting. Yes, here.
They can crack their prey and then ready to strike
Yeah, you're right, isn't it?
their prey or
Yes, that's right. So if they are venomous snakes, they will try to inject the venom into the prey and then wait for the prey to get immobilized so they can't move anywhere. Then they will try to eat. If they are non-venomous snakes, they will use the constriction power using their muscle and then swallow the prey. Okay, let's see. Why do snakes shed their skin? I need some new faces. Yes, at the back, white t-shirt.
I think they shed their skin because sometimes they get too hot or probably too cold.
Okay, partly correct. Anybody else? Yes. That's absolutely correct. So many experts here, isn't it, about snakes? I don't think I'm an expert, as Peter said. Peter made a mistake, I think. Yeah, snakes mainly shed the skin to show their growth because they can't simply stretch the skin. So they had to get rid of the old skin when they're preparing the new skin. And the other thing, snakes don't take shower every day, isn't it? Lazy people, okay? They don't really take shower. So when they shed the skin, they can get rid of all the parasites and the ticks growing on top of them. How frequently they can shed the skin? You know, some snakes, when they are young, try to shed the skin like 6-7 times a year, but the older ones will try to do like once or twice a year, okay? During shedding, they will try to be inactive. They will try to hide somewhere because of all the scales around the eyes will try to blur their vision, so they will try to come somewhere. And then how do they do? Is somebody going and peeling the skin? No. They'll try to rub their head somewhere in a hard rock or a tree, then try to peel off the entire skin. That's how they are doing. After shedding, they will look really bright and beautiful, and they will be super active as well at that time. Okay? What do you think this snake is doing? You're going to write an exam now, okay? You have to tell me what this snake is exactly doing. Can you see a snake here? And the tail is here. What do you think it's doing? Yes.
It's a rattlesnake, so it's rattling its tail.
Wow, you got the answer very well. It's a rattlesnake. It's rattling its tail and telling us to get off. Okay, get out. Okay, don't come near me. That's what it's doing. Okay, how do snakes defend themselves? Do you think they can take sword and try to fight, or take a gun and try to shoot the enemies? Okay, yes.
Usually they would just, because snakes have really colourful scales, they could blend into trees or...
Absolutely right. They try to blend in. One more answer here, yes.
Some less dangerous snakes try to make themselves look like more dangerous.
Oh, you keep telling all my answers. Oh, well done. Okay, let's see. First thing, camouflage. Because of their color, they can try to blend in wherever they are. Now you're going to write another test, okay? Where can you find a snake in this image? How many of you think this corner? Yellow card? How many of you think this corner? No? How many of you think this corner? Professor Patel. How many of you think this corner? How many of you think in the middle? Oh my God, it looks like many of you spotted the snake. It's here, it's a copperhead snake, beautifully camouflaging, okay? So some snakes can puff their head and show the hoodie behavior, particularly cobras, okay? When somebody's approaching or trying to threaten, they'll just take up the hood and try to threaten them, okay? And some snake, all the venomous snakes, will try to utilize their venom if somebody's threatening or trying to attack them. And then some snakes will play like a dead snake. Okay, I'm dead, don't even come to me. Okay, like for example, hawk snake. And then being aggressive. Another professor here said some non-venomous snakes will mimic like venomous snakes. Okay, they'll try to be aggressive, telling that don't come near to me, get out this place. Okay, and then hissing and the rattling sound. Most of the snakes will make the hissing sound, and as you've seen for rattlesnake, they will try to use the rattle to tell us off. Have you heard about spitting cobras? I think I mentioned right at the beginning, isn't it? This is how they spit the venom. Okay? It's like taking a water jet and spraying water on someone. Okay? They can specifically aim at the enemy's eyes. Do you know how they do it? What is the magic here? A new person, maybe you, yes. What do they do?
I don't know, but I'm just gonna guess. Maybe they store the venom in their nose and then spit it out.
Okay. Any other answer? Yes.
They have two little holes in their teeth. And the venom
Wow, amazing answer. Yes, yes, yes.
they can open their mouth and squirt it out and it makes
Fantastic. This is how normal venomous snakes, their fangs, they are like a venomous teeth at the front. They will have a small hole at the tip, and this hole will be broad in normal snakes. So they have to bite the prey and inject the venom. But if you look at the spitting cobras, they got a tiny little hole at the tip, not at the right at the tip, a little bit above. So it will be specifically angled. So when they are really angry, they will try to squeeze their muscle around the neck, try to use the venom to spray like a water jet. So they can perfectly aim at the enemy's eyes from even 8 to 10 feet distance. Okay, that's how they are spitting. Can snakes form nest? I thought only birds can form nest, right? Can snakes form nest? Yes? Oh my God. Many, yes. Which snake can form nest? Someone who can scream. Tell me. Yes, at the back. Which snake? Okay. Okay, can we watch a video about snake nest? Let's find out which snake can form a nest, because that seems strange, really. I heard only birds can make nest. Let's watch this video.
Snakes are also capable of showing parental care. The king cobra is not only the longest venomous snake, but also the only snake in the world to build a nest, using leaf litter on the forest floor. The eggs remain protected inside the nest. And when they hatch, the hatchlings use it as home before they disperse into the wild.
Okay, only king cobras in the world can form nests, okay, for laying eggs and hatchling. Okay, now you learned a lot about snakes. Why do you think snakes are really important? Some new faces. Yes, boss. Yes, go on. Yes, we can use the venoms to make our medicines. Fantastic. Yes. Yeah, go on. Sorry? Okay. Can we watch a video and find out why they are really important for us?
Snakes are all around us. They play a vital role as natural pest controllers. By feeding on rats and mice, they reduce crop damage and grain loss.
Okay, they are really important to eat all the rats and mice around agriculture field, okay? Because these rats will destroy all the food. Okay, snakes are playing an important role, and they are important to maintain eco-balance in our environment. Okay, how do snakes avoid biting? Do you think snakes are purposely coming and biting us? How many of you think yes? Most of you think no, yeah? Because they don't really try to bite us because we are not our prey. We are not their prey, right? So they don't really try to bite. So let's watch this video and see how they are avoiding.
But what is amazing is that even in places where they share space with us humans, snakes instinctively avoid us. If they do come in contact with us, their first instinct is to move away. Even a venomous snake like the cobra, when confronted, will avoid biting. It will strike with its mouth closed, a warning to back off.
Okay, so not all snakes are dangerous. Even dangerous venomous snakes, they don't bite us all the time. Even when they try to bite us, they won't inject venom most of the times. okay? Because snakes spend a lot of energy to produce their venom, so they will not waste their venom unnecessarily. Okay, what should you do if a snake bites? Yes, quick.
You should try and if you have any on you, which I really doubt you do. If you have any anti-venom, which will completely stop it. But if not, then you should go to if it's usually most snakes aren't lethal to humans, but if
Yeah.
you do get bitten by a lethal one, then
That's a very good point. Yes, if a snake bites you, try to go to hospital. So there are lots of do's and don'ts. I'm not going to go through this in too much detail. When you leave the hall, you will receive a beautiful book written by a beautiful Anika from our lab. Stand up, Anika. Everyone can see Anika. So you can read the book. Okay, I'm sure you will enjoy because it's a beautiful story about snakes and snake bites. Okay, that's the book. Enjoy reading that. Okay. So what do we do at the University of Reading? Are we just growing some snakes here and looking after them in zoos? No, we are not. We are doing some research here. So worldwide, we don't have a snake bite diagnostic kits in most of the countries. So we are trying to produce some diagnostic kits similar to COVID test card to find out whether somebody got venom in their body or not following a snake bite. Okay, and then worldwide, as here this young boy said, antivenom is the only medicine available worldwide, but the antivenom has got a lot of drawbacks. Okay, so we are trying to produce easy and effective medicines for snake bites. Easily, if somebody bitten by snake, immediately they can go to local pharmacies or a clinic and they can take these tablets. That's what we are doing. And then as we talked about, venoms are powerful resources to make medicines. Already all these medicines are available in the market and they came from venoms. And we are also trying to produce more drugs using venoms, okay, particularly for blood clotting disorders or bleeding disorders or muscle disorders. So that's what we are trying to do in the lab here. And what do we do in the field? Going and educating people in tropical countries. For example, this one is in India. We need to educate people about the dangers of snakes and the snake bites, what to do, what not to do if somebody is bitten by snake. So that's what we are doing in the field as well. Okay. Now, have you all learned enough about snakes? No. How many of you think yes? Do you think snakes are good for us? Yes. Good. So do you think we need to protect the snakes? Yes. Let's watch this video now.
Snakes are beautiful, graceful animals. Rather than being feared, they need to be protected. In the evolving story of humans and snakes, we should also learn to live with them as they have learned to live with us.
Absolutely, because snakes are really good for us. They're doing a lot of favor for us. And most importantly, this world is not just for humans. It's for all the animals. So we need to learn to live with wild animals as we learn to live with a lot of other dangers. For example, electricity. When this was invented, nobody wanted electricity. Now we can't live without electricity and gas at home. We know they are dangerous, but we learn to live with them. Okay? That's how. So this lecture, I know even though we finished in less than 40 minutes, many people supported for this lecture. So I would like to thank all of these people for supporting this lecture. And then thank you so much for coming over. We do have a community festival on the 17th of May at the university. And you will have a stand on snakes. And you will see live snakes again. So please try to visit us. And thank you so much for your support and attention and all the answers. Thank you.